What's up, everyone? It's Dave, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Ryze mushroom coffee and a little bit more about mushroom coffees in general. I want to cover my experience in the past 30 days. This is an empty bag because I finished it. I went through a full round of the Ryze mushroom coffee, and they're not a sponsor of this video. This is just my own personal experience because I get asked all the time at farmers markets, what do you think of mushroom coffees? And I just don't have an answer. It's not a product that we offer yet currently, and it's not something that I've tried. So over the last 30 days, I've been taking a cup of Ryze mushroom coffee every day in replacement of my regular cup of coffee. And here's my experience. So first and foremost, what is a mushroom coffee? Mushroom coffees are simply a mushroom extract powder and an instant coffee blend. Now, sometimes there's additional additives in there, like this one uses a little bit of organic coconut milk and a little organic MCT oil to give it a little bit of extra body flavor and maybe hit those nutrients that they are looking to get. And generally speaking, that's the only two things you need. In fact, you can make your own mushroom coffee by buying an extract and then adding in an instant coffee. Now, the instant coffee is important. And the reason is because you don't want to filter out the mushroom additive through your coffee filter when you're brewing it. So the instant coffee makes it kind of an all-in-one single serve setup. You just pour hot water over it, stir it up, and then you're good to go. If you wanted to do something similar with a brewed coffee, what you might want to do is brew your coffee and then pour it over your mushroom extract, or pour your mushroom extract in and blend it up that way. I will say that in terms of total serving costs, this is probably going to be a little bit cheaper, but are you getting what you think you're getting? And that's an excellent question that we have to move on to, because this is what most people don't think about. They see mushroom coffee, it's mushroom, it's coffee, how can it be wrong? Now, Ryze, and there are many competitors out there, and I can't speak for all of them, but Ryze gives you 2,000 milligrams of mushrooms per serving. Now, it's 100% vegan, so if that's interesting to you, great, cool. The problem with 2,000 milligrams of mushrooms in there is that this covers a wide array of mushrooms, including cordyceps, reishi, lion's mane, shiitake, turkey tail, and king trumpet. And all of them offer their own little added benefits. But in order for you to use those benefits, you would need 2,000 milligrams per day of each of those mushrooms, not total. So you're not getting quite the full regimen that you think you're getting. You would need several different servings of this in order to really get the full benefit of each of those mushrooms. Now, if you're eating mushrooms regularly, like you should, or you're supplementing in addition, this will help add in that extra serving to boost those effects. Now, to say that you would get no effect out of these probably is incorrect, but to say that you're getting what you think you're paying for is also probably a little bit incorrect. The other thing is that how these mushrooms get into the product is as important as how much you're getting. And the question basically goes to, are you getting whole fruiting body mushroom extracts? Are you getting myceliated grain extracts? How are the mushrooms getting in here? What stage of life are you getting your extracts from? I reached out to Ryze, and the person on the other side said that they used a combination of extracts from myceliated grain and whole fruiting body mushroom, which is okay. That's perfectly acceptable. And for the price point of this product, it certainly isn't what it's a little bit more than what I thought it would be. This wasn't a terribly expensive product, and it giving you a little bit of both is still, I think, is a step up. However, again, the amount you're getting out of here is the part that you might want to say, hey, I need additional mushrooms in there. This is a great addition to my regular supplementation. The advantage of using like your own mushroom supplements would be that if you got something like, say, from like Fresh Cap, again, not a sponsor, it would be whole fruiting body mushroom extracts, which I highly prefer. And then you can add in your own coffee. So do with that information what you will, but just know that you're not quite getting a full dose of each of these mushrooms. You're getting kind of a partial dose of each. And if you're okay with that, and if it does what you need it to do, wonderful. Now, for the terms of the flavor, I really liked the flavor of this. There's going to be a lot of people out there that don't really like coffee that much, and this doesn't have a strong coffee flavor to it. I would recommend brewing it slightly on the waterier side on there, just because like there's a little bit of that extra heft and body from the mushroom supplementation, and it doesn't all dissolve, so it gets a little clumpy in there, and the flavor can be rather robust, but the flavor is great. It's actually it's a little bit chocolatey. There's the nuttiness and the rich flavor from a little bit from the coffee in there, and then there's like a spiced flavor that I can't quite nail. It might be from the coconut, but it kind of gives it almost like a cinnamony kind of flavor. It almost tastes a little bit like Mexican hot chocolate. If you've ever had that, you know how good it is, and this product certainly gives you a little bit of that flavor into it. Is this flavor for everyone? No, and it did take me a little bit of getting used to, but immediately I thought it was good, but then after a couple of days I was like, wow, this is really great. I went back to regular coffee and I was like, wow, regular coffee is actually quite bitter and pungent, even in my favorite brand. So flavor wise, this is great. It's very drinkable because you're getting a lot less caffeine and coffee than you would out of a normal just cup of coffee. It's something you can drink later on in the day, and it won't give you the jitters or keep you up necessarily. So I did like it for that alone. Now, lastly, my experience with it. Did I notice any improved effects, with digestion, focus, clarity, energy? It's really hard to say. I do regular mushroom supplementation, so for me, I don't think I noticed anything that was like increasingly better. I will say that not having the jitters from coffee or some of the stomach issues sometimes come with overconsumption of coffee. Ryze was a nice departure in that regard. But there was a few times where like I was kind of struggling in the morning, and this just didn't get me up and going the way that a cup of coffee kind of puts a fire under you. So again, there's a little bit of a trade-off on there, but overall I'd say this is a nice gentle on the stomach application of coffee, and then you also get the nutritional supplementation that comes along with it. Again, I didn't notice any particular improved effects in my life. It really wasn't necessarily like a huge, like stunning boost the way that regular just taking a couple of pills of mushroom supplement do for me. So maybe I'm not the best candidate for this, but overall I would say that the product was pretty good. And if you're looking for something that's a bit of a change over your regular cup of coffee or cup of tea in the morning or throughout the day, or maybe you want something that's gentle on your stomach at night that has good flavor, this is definitely a product you can go with. And I think that the benefits in here are still better than just a plain cup of coffee. So you might really enjoy this product. I think that for the price point, it's worth a try and seeing if it does anything good for you. Just keep in mind that there are some limitations or some things that you still are not getting. This is not like a one bag fixes all of my problems. There's nothing magical about this. It's just a more nutritious, better balanced coffee substitute, and hopefully you can derive some additional added benefits, but you will need to increase your mushroom supplementation a little bit more, or have several servings a day in order to get the full benefit of the mushrooms that you might think you're buying, in order to get those added benefits. So yeah, so that's been my 30 days. Will I get it again? I probably will at some point. I probably will get some more. I'm not in a rush to get any right now. I still have plenty of my own coffee that I need to get to, and I enjoy still, and it's nice to have that in the morning. The beauty of this is that since it all comes in this nice pouch, if I'm running a little late, I can take it with me into the shop in the morning, boil up some water real quick, toss in the powder. I don't have to worry about, the filter and grinding up coffee and all that kind of stuff, which can be a little bit cumbersome or slow. This is very quick. So again, I will probably get some again in the future. I'm just not in a rush to get it, but you might find yourself in a different state. So if you have tried this and you're like, Dave, I feel the exact opposite, this is amazing. Or if you're like, you know what, didn't like it, didn't work for me, comment on this video. Let me know what your thoughts are, your feelings are. I really am interested to get a community feedback and know what they think of Ryze and other mushroom coffee products. Now, again, make your own if you want to. Buy some extracts, use your coffee. That's all you need. That's everything that's in here. They just kind of shortcut the process for you and make it just a tiny bit cheaper, but you are saving on your total mushroom load. So again, do with that information what you will. Happy shrimming.